sip wine.
Poppin', everyone.
What's poppin'?
How you niggas doing?
Beautiful.
I love that.
I like that too.
What's that song about being beautiful?
You are beautiful, no matter what they say. 'Cause words can't bring you down.
Shout out to Christina for that song.
I think so many times we want to be bad bitches. We want to be this, and the third. We just need to realize our purest form is just to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything about you and who you are.
Right.
Is beautiful.
It don't matter if you wake up with no makeup on or a face of makeup on. You got hair. You ain't got no hair. You know you sell pussy. You don't sell whatever. You still beautiful. I think
That one left real quick.
You sell pussy. You don't sell pussy.
It's the selling the pussy for me.
I feel like I have an obsession with sex worker. I don't do sex work, but I'm so intrigued with it.
You are obsessed with it. I think you should do an undercover episode by yourself of what it's like to be a sex worker.
I'm intrigued with sex work. I feel like it's a very interesting trade.
It's very befitting for what we're talking about today. So you know what? Maybe you could make your own little segment. Like, not saying that separate from, I mean, you can do a segment, but like, this was what I did when I was a reporter.
Why can't you be with me to
be a sex worker?
Why would I want to be a sex worker? I don't want to be a sex worker.
I'm not saying sell your pussy or anything. I mean, but just maybe do like a fake escort call or something like that. You know, where you get some dinner and someone pays you some money. I don't know.
Girl, that's my life. What you mean? That's a fake escort call, baby. I do that shit on the regular. No, it's been a while since I haven't, but low key.
Seeking arrangement.
Okay. Right. Well, the first, let me not forget our little shout out to us for having a very successful first reel. Round of applause. It was our very first one, and
it did numbers. It did numbers.
Well.
But I thought you posted our other TikTok as a reel too. That's why I was so confused. You were like, our first reel. I'm like, girl.
I never posted it because it didn't fit the reel.
Why? Was it too long?
It was too long. Like the actual video was too long.
Like formatting wise,
I had to adjust it for real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
So now that I learned that I had to do that, so the next one I knew what to do, so it'll fit on the...
Yeah, so y'all gave us numbers for bitches twerking. Y'all gave us numbers for the shit we already fucking do, but y'all are not paying us for.
I think y'all should just go ahead and sign up for our Patreon so you can get ass shaking videos.
I was going to say.
But you know what? Maybe we should make our ass shaking videos more sexy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
To make it more of a
reason why.
A reason to pay for it. Because I mean, what? It's sexier than bitches with beautiful faces. We just said we're beautiful without having to take our clothes off.
I feel like we can still do our little twerk videos for like Mondays or whatever and have a separate one for Patreon.
Yikes. I don't know how I feel about that. We have to talk about that one. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, the most you can get out of me is shorts. And shorts is the sexiest it's going to get.
Yeah, we're gonna have clothes on.
Yeah, okay.
Of course we're gonna have clothes on. I would never do anything.
It just sounded like some sex work you was trying to talk me into.
I would never do any. You know me. I would never do no kind of nude shit.
I mean, I didn't think it was nude. I was just thinking it was less than what I was used to.
No, shorts are definitely like shorts and tank top.
Okay, yeah.
Or
Then I guess we can do that.
Yeah. Well,
don't forget our segment, Sip and Review, when y'all send us shit and we review it. And while you're at it, follow us on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter.
Sip and Spill 1.
And leave us some 5-star ratings, because we're some 5-star bitches.
Ow. And don't forget our fucking YouTube.
Yep.
Shout that out. Oh, we have a TikTok.
We have a Facebook.
We have a Facebook. We have, and then for our Patreon, we're going to change our extended tea time. We're going to start doing tea time in robes. So I feel like some good exclusive content for y'all to pay for, and y'all should start paying for it.
She just want more shit for us to pay for, so y'all think it's worth paying for. Because buying a robe is another expense. I wasn't even thinking about paying.
That's just one time.
That's one time.
$20. You ain't got $20, girl. You making money right now.
Girl, don't you talk about my pocket.
My girl making money right now.
Y'all, let me tell y'all what we're doing before I have to kill this woman. So, you know how we are very outspoken women. That's a good way of saying it. We are very outspoken, here for the bitches and the bitches women. Mm-hmm. But today we said we're going to be here for the wholesome hoes. And
how you gonna say it, but still say hoes?
I mean, because after right now, I can't say no more than what I'm saying.
No, after we finish our introduction, we can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So today we are doing a swear-free episode. So that means that anytime that we say a curse word, we have to put $1 in this jar. I'm gonna say they can't even put $1 into this vase of ours, and so I mean that also goes. That means like bitch, hoe, all those things that.
Okay, first let's say what's a curse word. Is hell a curse word?
No.
Is damn a curse word?
Yes.
Damn is a curse word?
Yes. Ass is a...
Ass is a curse word?
Yes.
Well, girl, you know what the episode about?
Girl, it's befitting. It is befitting.
Ass is not a curse word, girl. Not with at least not with this episode.
Girl, that means...
We have a talking point about ass.
You're right, okay? We'll maybe look over a few asses. Depends on how many you say.
We can slide ass.
So, long story short, we have our dollars, as you can see. And so for every curse word we say, like I said, we're going to put it in here. And all the money that we do actually get at the end of the episode, we'll be doing a shopping spree at a black-owned business.
Yes.
And we're probably going to do like maybe a poll.
A poll, yeah.
I feel like a poll is easier than doing a giveaway. Because a giveaway is like we giving you something. But we're really, supporting you. So for all the money that we have at the end of the episode, we're going to shop at a black-owned business. So stay tuned, stay black, stay beautiful.
So, guys are back at it again in another messy ass episode of Sip and Spoon. We create conversations. Oh wow.
Sipping wine.
I go out and my thug motherfucking Sammy.
And I'm ambitious condom queen Teray.
Oh
yes.
Right.
It makes more sense at the end of the show.
Once we get to the episode.
I already cussed. Wow, that's crazy. I already cussed.
Wow, I didn't even hear it.
I said SHIT. Maybe Sammy has a point. She says I curse a lot, and I'm like, I can do this episode with ease. She's like, no, you curse a lot. And I said, no, the beep, I don't.
Yeah.
Does beeps count? Can we say beeps?
We can say beeps.
We can say beeps. Okay,
yeah,
great.
We can say beeps. All right, let's get some
fun facts.
Fun facts. I'm about to say the F word.
Me, girl.
When you said that, I was like, oh, she stopped me. My fun fact is I'm going out the country next month. One thing about Sammy is I like to take trips. And every 3 months, I go on a trip. And my last trip was in January. So, February, March, April.
It's due time.
It's due time. I need a girl to be out the country. So, yeah.
Let me pay my loans off and I'm going to be right behind you, girl. I'm going to be in this beep. On the beep, beep. Yo, this is going to be a really hard episode. I'm already annoyed.
That's funny.
I can't do this.
You can't. Can't is not in a man's language.
I'm not a man.
What is that, Coach Carter?
No, that was Love and Basketball 6. Beep.
You are a man. You were a woman.
Girl. Man, fuck that.
Well, go put your dollar in.
At this point, you gonna take all my money. Black owned, here we are. So my fun fact is, I don't know if y'all know, because I don't think I've told everyone, but yet again, I have another bird's nest on my my fucking patio. I can't do this episode. This is gonna be the worst episode for me.
Why are you throwing the dollars though? For me to put it in?
I just feel so upset that I'm cursing when I know not to curse. And I'm not even drunk yet. That's how I know. No. This is the worst
Yo, this is so funny. Okay, you have a bird's nest at your patio, sis.
I do, and it's the worst.
So, Ami called me, and she was like, girl! I'm like, what, girl? I thought something happened. She was like, I've been beep, beep, beep. Bird's nest. I'm like, beep, 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 patio. I was like, girl, how? Again? The second one? Because when she first moved in, she had a wasp nest and a bird's nest. And this girl killed them, y'all.
She killed the birds.
She killed the baby birds. And I was like, what?
Beer, get the fuck.
And she was like, they're blue jays. I was like, oh, but they're blue jays. So she's like, I don't give a See, I'm good at this.
Wow, I'm already $5 in. Dang, I only got 45. So if I say more than 50 curse words in one episode, I'm sick to my stomach, y'all. Wow, if I really curse that much, that's going to put everything in perspective for me.
Like, I told you curse a lot.
It doesn't feel that way, but maybe I do. Maybe I'm a problem.
So, yeah, girl, that bird's nest, I guess, what are you going to do this time?
I'm taking it down again.
You're going to kill the birds again?
Absolutely.
You can't kill blue jays.
I'm going to kill the eggs. Because, if there are eggs in that nest, you coming down like the London Bridge. Yes, ma'am.
But
boom.
Blue jays, though. Isn't that our state bird?
Girl, I don't give a beat.
Or is it the mockingbird? I don't know.
Either way, the birds ain't doing nothing for me. They're not paying those bills. So if I want my patio, I'm going to keep my patio. And what I'm going to do respectfully is knock that down. Okay?
Okay.
So let's get into some wine facts so we can get into some tea time.
Tea time.
So guys, I can't say that I'm a red wine beep. But if I can't say I'm a red wine beep, I'm just going to tell y'all I'm angelic. I am wholesome. I am loving, because today we are drinking Angeline. I don't know why. It just makes me feel really fancy.
Angeline. I like that name.
I do
Angeline.
too. I know a girl named Angelina, so I just thought it's very angelic. Because the word angel
The word is, that's what Angeline means.
That's what it means?
No, but I mean, it has the word angel in the
Yeah,
name.
so I mean, that's what I'm assuming. So today we are drinking a 2018 Cabernet, which has 14.3% alcohol. I don't know what this is, but we are starting to drink a lot of alcohol with higher alcohol content, but it's not like they're tasting better. Isn't that crazy? Like,
Does the higher alcohol content means they taste better?
You'd think that it would because it's more expensive.
I don't think higher alcohol content means they taste better.
I'd assume so, because if they're more expensive bottles and they have more alcohol in it, then they should taste better. They should taste
more expensive, definitely.
But
yeah.
The bottles we've been drinking have been more expensive, but they're not doing anything for us.
How much is this bottle?
I told you I didn't pay for them.
I know, but you were there when he bought it.
I know, but I said I was buying $20 bottles, and usually I buy
you weren't really paying attention. You were just grabbing.
Grab and go. I wasn't looking too hard.
So we got one more bottle left.
We sure do.
Hey.
One more.
Todd.
His name is T.
Y'all know I'm bad with names.
I am sick to my stomach. Everyone is Todd to you at this point. Everyone is Todd. Todd wasn't even Todd to you.
I call that man Todd.
Man. Okay, so this has rich notes of cassis. Actually, this has a lot of big words. Not even big words. It's just words I'm not sure what they were. So I'm just like, we're just gonna drink it and see if it sounds familiar. But it says rich notes of cassis, bullsberry, and blackberry with clove and cocoa nib.
Cocoa nib.
Cocoa nib.
I've never even heard of a cocoa nib.
I mean, it's a coconut. Maybe it's chocolate. I don't know. Maybe it's a baby chocolate. Cocoa nibs.
Cocoa nibs. Yeah.
So we're gonna just try it. I want to get the beep started.
Question: is dick a curse word?
For this episode, no. It can be, because if that's the case,
definitely paired best with the black dick. It's just all these dark colors.
I mean, everything pairs well with the black dick, because I wouldn't do it with the white dick. LOL. Because I'm not selling my soul to the devil. Y'all want to be talking about the devil? The devil's a white man.
Speaking of devils, tell me why this lady made a video, and it was whatever was playing in the background, and she said something about me and my massa, and she turned to her white boyfriend. I'm like, girl, why would you do some dumb crap like that? Like,
cheers to a messy ass episode of Sip and Spill. No, cheers to a curse-free episode of Sip and Spill.
Okay. Which isn't gonna happen.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it.
Not too dry.
It's definitely not too dry. Last week's was way drier.
I did not like last week's.
It was Pinot Noir.
I was actually upset about how dry it was.
I can't even be upset about something I ain't paid for. So at this point, it's a.
I would not pay for something and still be upset. What the fuck? Ah!
Sam's first $1 to my $5.
First curse word. All right, so let's do some tea time, y'all.
Tea time. I wish we was talking about Boosie, because if you was talking about Boosie, then she has to curse.
I will curse all the damn time.
You just said. We said that
damn is not a curse word.
We said it was.
No, we said it wasn't.
We said it was. We said that ass was not one.
We said
give us $1.
We said damn wasn't a curse word.
We did say
we're gonna go back and watch it, and we're gonna say damn's not a curse word.
Watch, and I'm right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Utah. Shout out to Utah. I mean, I don't know anyone who lives in Utah. All I know about Utah is at the Jazz. About the Utah Jazz. That's all I know about Utah.
Yeah, I'm about to look. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up while you're talking about it.
But anyway, so there's a new law that biological fathers now have to pay for 50% of pregnancy cost.
Mm-hmm.
I love that new law.
I love that law too, but in the same hand of loving that new law, I hate the fact that to be pregnant and have a child in the United States is so expensive.
It is.
Which is so ghetto, because most other places allow you to have maternity leave at a good, percentage, and not make you have to feel like you have to go back to work. And a lot of places, support women that are pregnant. But the United States, everything is taxed. Everything comes with a dollar bill. It's like the capitalism is real.
I mean, for those countries to have those kind of things in plan,
mm-hmm.
They are taxed higher. They are taxed more heavily. So you can go couple months and not work and still get paid. But I know some countries also have miscarriages leave. So if you do have a miscarriage, you have like 3 to 7 days of paid days when you do have a miscarriage. Yeah, some countries do that. India does it. New Zealand does it. New Zealand's the first white country to ever do it. Thailand does it. So yeah, if you have a miscarriage, you can have paid days off.
Only 7 days though. You can't put a time frame on someone's grieving.
Absolutely not. But
So why 7 days? I think at least a month is suffice because you won't feel the pressure to have to go back to work.
yeah.
And that's why, I guess that's why people have in the generation to always have your own business because you can be replaced at any given moment. But I just think that you should have more care for someone that one gets pregnant or two has a miscarriage. That's all I can say.
100%. Yeah, so. But I mean, at least they have it. We don't have it here.
Factual.
If you have a miscarriage, you are SHIT out of luck. Does that count? I spelled it.
No, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Too bad I don't know how to spell because I would spell all these curse words.
Shut up. So yeah, shout out to Utah for doing that. I mean, that's great because I feel like it's so unfair that guys can get you pregnant and decide that they don't want to have any responsibilities.
Do you know what's funnier? Utah has polygamy and stuff, so it's like these niggas ain't a cuss word, is it?
It definitely is. Girl, put some money in there.
Niggas is not a cuss word.
Yes, it is. How is that not a curse word?
Well, NIGGAs be having hella kids,
multiple baby mamas
in Utah. So I mean, that's gonna probably stop the what is it? When you have a lot, what is it called?
I feel like the only people that are gonna have a problem with this, I feel like the only people that are gonna have a problem with this are the guys who are deadbeats and who don't want to, no normal, hardworking man who loves his woman is gonna have a problem with this because they're gonna do it anyways. So it's just the I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna say it. It's just the niggas who ain't shit. That who gonna have a problem with
That's
it?
$2.
Oh shit. Oh good.
I told you.
Who gonna have a problem with it? So
I want to count my little dollars that I got left right now. We ain't even get into the body of the episode and I'm already cursing. At this point, black owned, just take my money.
Someone about to get a whole $100.
They really are about to get a whole $100.
Right.
Because once we get to a certain point of the episode, I'm not even going to give a FUCK
anymore.
About cursing.
We're not going to be
I'm like, I work tomorrow anyways. I work this weekend, so take all my money. I don't care. And it's going to a good cause.
We should have brought more than $100. We thought, we're not going to curse more than 50 times. Look what happened.
Girl, I didn't think I was going to curse more than 50 times, but look at me.
All right.
I'm about to curse just now. So, we always talk about negative, SHIT, but today we were talking about something positive. And even though Sammy thinks that he doesn't like white women, like she didn't think that Michael B. Jordan liked white women.
He doesn't like black women.
I said white women. Oh, I said white women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I know he doesn't like black women.
Did he say it out of his mouth? Did it come out of his mouth that he does not like black women?
Have you seen the women he's dated?
That's the same thing you said about Michael B. Jordan, and look at him now.
I haven't said that about
you definitely said you thought Michael B. Jordan did not like black women.
I did, but also said I've never seen date anyone either. I've seen the kind of women The Weeknd dated.
He only dated 2 women that you know of.
And that's Selena. White.
No, Selena is Hispanic, and
she's
Hispanic.
Oh crap, she is Hispanic.
And then Bella Hadid, she's like not really white. She's something else.
I think I remember him saying something about he only likes even in his songs, he never talks about white women. I mean, he never talks about black women in his songs either.
Does he talk about white women in his songs? No, he does not.
I don't remember.
Send it to me because I feel like you lying. I just feel like you want to dislike this man.
I don't dislike him. I love The Weeknd's music, but I just know he doesn't like women who look like us.
If that's the case, that's half the rap niggas that are out here. That's $2. You only get $1 out of me. They're out here because they always talk about a red bone, this and the third. We're not red bones.
But we're black.
We're black.
But red bone is black.
But that's not us. So I feel for the same amount of energy you're giving for someone that doesn't date black women, talk about the black men that don't date darker women. Because I feel like it's in the same boat.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So The Weeknd did something great, and we love to see it. He gave $1,000 of his own money.
$1 million.
Oh, shit. Girl, I'm only telling this story and reporting it like I'm on the 10 o'clock news.
The Weeknd gave $1 million to feed the people of Ethiopia, to feed them 2 million meals. And we think that's such a beautiful, great thing. It's the fact that the fact that $1 million can feed 2 million people. That means the reason we can really end world hunger. Like, there's really no reason for it.
Oh, you out here trying to change the world now, sis?
I've been trying to change the word. Power to the people. Yeah, like we can. There's 1 million can feed. There's what? How many billion people in the world? Like there's people who have billions of dollars. Like if 1 million can feed that many people, that means there's no reason for people to be homeless, and there's no reason for people to be to go hungry. But anyways, that's
I
besides
know.
the point.
I'm gonna say I know, and I was about to get off track. So give me 5 seconds to get off track because you know how I do. It's like when we're talking about that, it makes me think of the video I sent you when it was talking about how minimum wage is not for the living wage, like
At all. Minimum wage should be $44 an hour if we're going by how much we
have to pay in rent.
Yes, standard living.
I just think that even minimum wage should at least be $15 to $20.
Minimum
That's
wage
reasonable.
should definitely be at least 15.
I think it's reasonable, and
Yeah.
people keep saying, well, these are fast food workers and blah, 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 but you guys stay going to fast food. And they pointed out that most people that work in the fast food industry are over the age of 25. And that's true.
Yeah, I don't understand the job shaming. I feel like people be like, well, they should do more than flip burgers. But if they weren't people who work there, where would you get your fast food? So it's like, I don't believe in job shaming.
I don't job shame either, but I'm saying the age gap of people that do work there are usually older people that are either
Have
retired.
real bills.
Yeah, that are retired. Because, usually it's always like a gap in between the age. It's always like teenagers.
Yeah.
And like
Adults.
elders.
Yeah.
It's never like people in their 30s. Like, because people in their 30s is towards 40. We still in the restaurant industry because we still like the quick money. We have the energy to do it.
I really hope I'm not in the restaurant industry in my 40s.
Absolutely not. I mean, like what you just said, don't job shame.
It's not, but I just personally don't want to
Yeah,
be
me personally, I don't.
in my 40s.
Yeah, because it's long hours. Because I'm at work sometimes from like 1 in the afternoon to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly, and you're in your 40s. I'm ready to take a nap.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
yeah.
No, not gonna happen.
Absolutely not. What's her name? Meg the Stallion. I love Meg.
Miss Hot Girl.
Miss Hot Girl herself.
And the
Miss
summer is coming
Tina
up again.
Snow. We're about to have another Hot Girl summer. I really hope she drops a Tina Snow album. But anyways, she actually had one already, but it was a mixtape. But anyways, she tweeted that she wanted to take Young Miami 305 on a date, but she was too shy to say something. But I'm like, girl, how you have a whole song with her? Are you too shy to talk to her? But anyways.
Do they have a song together?
Yeah, I do on a date. Yeah, they do. It's on Meg's album. Do it on the tip. But give a bitch. Damn.
I'm gonna say $2. Damn, you said damn.
We already said damn, it's not a curse word.
Okay, I'm just trying to take your money. Get that bread, get the head.
And leave. But yeah, and then Young Miami replied, she was like, I'm with it if you with it. But I think it was cute. I feel like, what do you think their sex would be like?
I think that Meg Thee Stallion will be eating Young Miami out. Young Miami will be... I think Young Miami look like a selfish lover.
Who do you think will be the more dominant one between the two?
Of course, Meg Thee Stallion.
I 100% believe that,
I feel like if Meg...
She'd be like, eat this pussy right now.
No, I think she'll be eating her pussy. I feel like Young Miami is like, I think she all talk. Young Miami gives me the real, like that one bit of... If you don't answer your phone right now, I'm gonna blow your mama's house up. Like she like to talk shit.
Mm-hmm. Go put that dollar in, girl.
Young Miami just likes to talk it up, but she don't. Wow, that looks pretty full to me. And we're not even. I'm sick to my stomach, y'all.
We're 23 minutes into this episode.
Man, I'm telling you, when I'm out of dollars, this episode's over.
We're gonna start cash apping it. Cash apping it.
Is pussy
no.
Okay, great. I was just like, cash out me that with it. Hey, okay, but yeah. So I just think that
cash out me this pussy.
I mean, I was just talking. I was thinking about the song from I Seen Your Girl Post a BM. So what he say? Snapchat me that pussy.
Yeah.
I was close. Cash out me that pussy is a good way too.
How do you cash up someone a pussy?
Let me say a pussy now. Cash out me.
That's how.
But you have to translate my words because I don't ever get my sentences out. I was at work. I know I'm going off track for 2 seconds. And I was like, get me this from there. And they was like, what? I said, you should already know how I talk by now because I never finished my sentences. But like I was saying, I think that Meg will be the aggressor, and that's why she did it, to be playful. But I mean, why not JT? JT fine too. Why can't you just have a threesome?
Yeah, JT fine as well.
So I mean, why not fuck? Can I say fuck?
No, you can't. That's definitely a curse word.
Oh, I said it once. The first time it was fuck. It wasn't the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, man, we gonna make this episode longer than it needs to be because we're stopping every time that we curse.
Yeah. We'll get through it. So our topic of conversation.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things it could be.
Okay.
Let's talk
About sex.
Yeah. So,
This is our very first sex episode.
and I think it's very funny that we're 2 seasons in and 16 episodes into the second season.
We're
and
17. This is 17. Last week was
17
16, yeah.
episodes into the new season, and we have not talked about, we haven't had a sex episode.
I don't know. And even when we were talking about it, I was like, man, I don't want nobody knowing if I'm on sex. Like, I feel like we talk about sex, like, jokingly too much for us to go into graphic details. So I'm like, when we get into the graphics, I'm always thinking about, like, I'm like, what if someone I'm dating somewhere down the line just listens to this episode and just be like, so you think it's okay to talk about stuff like that? And I'm like,
Then you wouldn't be dating a guy like that.
you're right, because that's not the kind of person I am. You're right.
Yeah. So, first time you were introduced to sex.
Okay. So the first time I was really introduced to sex, because, you know, my mom wants to act like sex did not really exist until, like, I acknowledged recently, honestly, actually until I got my first adult boyfriend. That's the first time she actually acknowledged sex. That's what's even worse. That's a story within itself. So my first time introducing to sex was maybe it was my second boyfriend that I ever had. I was like in 6th grade. I was 11. And we were kissing, and like I had a best friend. Okay, we were kissing a lot, and like he always wanted me to come over his house because, you know, he was Hispanic and his family was never really home like during the days. He wanted me to skip class. Oh my goodness, this making me
Sounds very, honestly, no racial. It sounds very Hispanic.
honestly, this is like I'm getting PTSD thinking about it, and I just felt so uncomfortable because I'm like, wow, this feels so awkward to me. Like, I'm 11 years old. Like, why do you want me to come over your house like when no one's there? My mom was like,
He's a boy.
I know, but my mom is a helicopter parent, so she was always like, let me know where you're going, when you're going, call me when you get there, tell their parents to give me their number. If someone picks you up, I'm dropping you off. Like, my mom was always so involved in everything I had up until high school that doing something like that felt like it was a betrayal to my mother. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, my first introduction to sex was kind of like scary because it's like my entire life I was acting as if sex never existed, and then when I got like in front of the idea of like, damn, this man, I don't know what he wants to do, but I feel like it's more than just kissing, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I'm like, we kiss at school. Can we just call it a day? Like,
I don't want kissing used to be enough.
I didn't even like kissing when I was younger. I just felt like it was like, that's a thing to do. You weren't cool if you weren't kissing a boy.
Ah.
Yeah. And that's why up until like an adult, I hated PDA. Sometimes I still hate PDA, so.
I'm not a big fan of PDA. We can do like a smooch or two, but I'm not gonna make out with you.
I just think I'm too much of a nigga. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just feel like, can we chill? Can we be homies? Can we, like, we don't need to show the world we in love. Like, if I feel it.
But you wouldn't give your partner a kiss in public?
I mean, I would, but I'm not obsessive with it. You know, some people are like, whenever they're with their partner, they're like,
Yeah, people who make out at the bar are disgusting. Stop doing that dumb. Ooh, SHIT.
But I feel like if I'm drunk enough, I might do it.
I don't do that. I'm not saying I don't do that because, you know, it could happen one day. My first introduction to sex was actually kind of traumatizing. I was like in at the time, and I walked downstairs and I caught my dad watching porn. He had it on TV, like literally, like we had, remember those big TVs that had like the big old square and it had like a huge back,
The big booty
in it. So yeah, he was just, and he wasn't even jacking off or nothing. I don't think he was. He was just sitting watching the porn. And I'm just like,
how do you watch porn without like wanting to touch yourself?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Your dad is a serial killer.
who just sits and watch porn like it's a movie?
African men.
African men. Girl, this is how African men watch porn.
Standing up! Standing up! It's still standing up for me! Girl, go to hell.
But yeah, and I'm just like, okay, at the time, I did not know what sex was, but I just knew what I was. I mean, when you see 2 naked people on TV, you're like, what the is going on?
Factual.
So it was just really awkward, and I just went back upstairs because I didn't say anything.
Even while I was younger, you know, I was a PK, so my mom was married to a preacher, and like every time there was a sex scene, they would either tell us to go out the room or like cover our eyes.
Yeah, my siblings used to cover my eyes.
They would like do this, and this would be me the whole time.
Yeah, they'd like cover your eyes. I'm like,
And
I can still see.
I feel like because you want me to cover my eyes, I want to watch even more.
Exactly.
So did you ever get the talk from your mother or your dad?
You know what my talk was? I got my period. It was my very first one.
Okay.
I got it on MLK Day, which I will never forget that. And
It's very historical.
It's very historical. And me and my mom were driving. I called my sister first, and I told my sister I started my period. And she was like, "Did you tell mom?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Go tell mom. What's wrong with you?" So we were driving. We had gone home from getting pads and tampons, and then she looks at me. She turns the car off. She looks at me. She's like, "If you have sex, you know what will happen."
Why do African parents do that? That's the problem. Y'all want us to be more fearful than y'all want us to be knowledgeable. My mom wanted me to believe that if a man breathed on me, I was gonna get pregnant. And she was like, "You don't want to end up 20 with 3 kids." And I'm just like, "Mom." And I think the crazy thing is I had more of a sex talk with my older sister.
Yeah, my older sister gave me a real
more
sex
than
talk.
I got from my actual mother.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like my immediate older sister. It was my step older sister because she was sucking, bussing, and doing all that at a very early age because, I mean, you know, when you're the oldest, you always are super rebellious and you just want to be the one to experiment things. And there's also things that happened in her past that I don't want to divulge in because that's not my business to tell. But so she was very hypersexual at a young age because she was very developed as well. So, I mean, she would just like tell me the real and I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay,
yeah,
that sounds cool. And I'm just like, none of it sounded fun. I mean, like, sex and all, even when I heard it from my friends, like, sex never really sounded fun. It just sounded like a passing conversation. I don't think that sex sounded fun until I got maybe into a freshman in college when I was able to be more open with my sexuality and more experimentative without being scared of judgment.
Yeah.
I think there's such a taboo about people that have sex or people that enjoy it for the leisure of it because my mother made it seem like sex only happens when you're in love. I feel like that's the biggest thing you could F a kid up by. By making them think that if the man that you're having sex with and you're laying down with doesn't love you, it's not genuine. Ma'am, let's not get into it because
this cum was definitely genuine.
Period.
So, when was the first time you had sex, girl? What was your first time story?
So even though we were talking about it earlier, so any of my friends that heard this story, you're hearing it here now because I know I've never spoken about this more than I'm telling y'all right now. The first time I had sex, y'all, I actually lied about it. I didn't have sex until 2 years after the fact of me actually having sex. I told my friends that I lost my virginity at like 15. And I was like, yeah, it was with my boyfriend and it was like cool, it was great. I made up this whole fucking lie. I made up this whole lie because all my friends were telling me how they had sex and it was so great. And this is it for you, girl. Like, you should do it. Like, this is what's in. It's like what weed. I started smoking weed because all my friends were doing it, not because I really cared about it, you know? So the same thing with sex. Like, a lot of my friends were like, peer pressure is a real thing. So anyone that walks around and acts like their peers don't influence the things they do are
peer pressure is
lying.
Definitely a real thing, especially when you're young and questionable.
Yeah. So when all my friends were like, yeah, I'm having sex in cars, I'm having sex, yeah, and
in high school?
Yes.
Oh, I guess you do have to have sex in cars in high school.
Yeah, someone was like, yeah, we're skipping class and having sex, but and I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, I haven't had it. I haven't had the offer, you know? Like, so I was like,
you haven't had a man offer you penis? That's a lie.
In high school, maybe, but you know when you're not confident, you always think it's only sex, and you want it to be. I mean, because I told you, my mom made it seem like it has to be love, and if I felt very insecure when I'm feeling like I'm getting asked to have sex in the hallway or some shit. You know, so it felt awkward. And so, like, when I actually did have sex, it was actually 2 years after my lie of me losing my virginity. And when I lost it, it was someone that was not my boyfriend. I had no emotional connection to him. I actually really didn't care for him. It lasted no more than 3 minutes. His grandma walked in on us.
Oh, my God.
And my labia or
your labia?
It didn't even break.
Oh, you mean your hymen?
Yes. My hymen didn't even break.
Yes.
So I was like, did I not do it right?
Yeah, your hymen doesn't always tear the first time.
I know, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm over here like, all these stories about sex and I get it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, the first time I try to do it just to do it, and that's really what it was. I lost my virginity just to lose it. I didn't even lose it for me liking the guy, because I didn't want to have sex my first time with someone I cared about, because I feel like it would make me too much insecure. It would be like, did you like it? Because I don't know what I'm doing, you know? So, yeah, I lost my virginity, and then I didn't have sex again, because I hated it the first time I had sex. I didn't have sex again until another year, and still then I was like, this is what y'all are still raving about? So.
Yeah, my experience is absolutely totally different.
Really?
Yeah, I lost my virginity to my boyfriend. We were dating. He was a virgin too. We lost it together. I was in love with him. It was a beautiful experience. I don't regret it at all. I still love him to this day, because, you never,
Get over your first? Yes, you do.
No. We dated for 5 years. You never get over your first love. So, yeah, it was my boyfriend that I was dating in high school, and it happened. I think we were at my house. He snuck into my house, I think. He probably snuck into my house, yeah, because he's always sneak into my house. And one time...
Was he African or regular?
He was black.
Okay.
And one time my brother caught him. It was really awkward. My brother caught him with his pants down.
Oh, child.
In my closet. But yeah, I'm not really gonna give much details about it, because it's not anything interesting. It was just two kids in love, and it was great. So yeah, my first time was a good experience.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and it sucks when I hear about other girls. Like, my first time I'm like, damn, like, my first time was amazing.
Honestly, I didn't want my first time to be like that, because I didn't want an emotional attachment to someone. I just wanted to get it over with, so my lie could actually be the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I told people I lost my virginity 2 years before I actually lost my virginity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm walking around here with this lie. Yeah. And I don't even know what dick feel like.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So it was really just for my ego. It wasn't for anyone else's.
Yeah.
So how important is sex to you in a romantic relationship?
It's really important to me, because even though when I'm not in a relationship, or I'm not talking to one person seriously, I don't have sex. But whenever I start, I have a lot of sex.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I was like, Sammy's trying to make up for lost time.
Those fucking 8 months, bitch.
You said it twice. So come on, another $1. I heard it.
I didn't say it twice. I said that. Oh,
you did.
Mm-hmm, you're right.
Girl,
You're right.
Keep my ears to the streets.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much whenever I do get in a relationship, like morning, afternoon, night, like.
Girl, we talk about.
What did Nikki say? If you can't have sex more than 3 times on a day, then I forgot what she said. But you know the song lyric I'm talking about.
Girl, I wish I did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah. I'd be like calling Sam, and she'd be like, yeah, da-da-da. I'm like, okay. Like, that's the first thing she said. She don't even say hello to me. She'd be like, girl, I'm just so tired because I ain't human. I was like, sounds great, but this is what I got to talk to you about.
It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
I think with me, I love sex. Anyone that knows me, I do love sex. But I think the intimacy to me is more important than having sex. I can have sex with you, granted, but I don't have to have sex as frequently to still feel connected to someone. Mm-hmm. It's important to me more to have sexual chemistry with you than it is for me to just to have sex with you. Because
you think that's all included? Sexual chemistry and sex?
No, because sometimes you can have sex with someone and the sex be bad. And I can't be in a relationship where it's bad sex.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. That is true.
But I had a conversation with someone.
Important.
I had a conversation with someone. I was like, would you be with someone if they had bad sex? And they were like, yeah, because sex is not important to me. So it also goes with like how important sex is to you.
That's an absolute no, you trick ass bitch.
You said ass.
Absolutely no. You trick ass. I said it again.
You better go ahead and tax you on that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was like, it's not that important to me. It was like,
It was a man?
It was a man. And
Whoa.
I'll explain to you off camera why. I can't get into much. Okay. I don't want to be too... Yeah, but he was like, it's not that important to me. He was like, because I've had situations in X, Y, and Z, and he said, that's not my priority. He said, sex is great, but my priority isn't sex. And he said, you can always do better with it. So he's like...
I feel like, why do people always give themselves the short end of the stick? Like, you can be with someone who has good sex and has everything you want too.
Honestly, but
you don't have to always.
It's not about settling. It's sometimes what's important to them, because sometimes sex is not a top list for some people. Because I told you, I have a friend.
I guess
she's a serial entrepreneur, and she like literally says that she'll have sex once a month. And I would probably die if I had sex once a month. And she's like, sex is not a priority to me. She's like, if I find someone...
But I get that because I can go long periods and not have sex. It's not important.
I couldn't do that.
It's not a priority to me to have sex when I'm not with someone. But whenever I am with someone, that's
all y'all do.
That changes completely. Like,
but I feel like that's like it don't make sense to me. Then it contradicts what you're saying. I can go wild without having sex, but when I do have sex, I have to have a lot of it. You see how that sounds crazy?
I think that's what an addict is.
Maybe. These are the stages of an addict, y'all. I can't tell y'all.
I'm not a sex addict, y'all. What the hell?
So when it comes to your sexual purposes, what do you like to do, sis?
Y'all, me, what I like to do,
Come on, speak your truth, girl. Speak your truth.
I like sucking dick. Like, I enjoy it. Honestly, it makes me little wet down there. It gives my little the pussy bump, especially when someone you're actually attracted to. I mean, I'm not sucking dick with someone I'm not attracted to, anyways. But yeah, I like sucking dick. It really doesn't bother me. I like getting my pussy ate. Wait, is that a bad word? We said it wasn't a bad word.
It wasn't.
Episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I like a guy who eats my pussy before we have sex. Like, that's just a top priority. If you can eat my pussy from the back, the side, the corner, whatever. It's not like he was replying to what I said. Y'all, someone just said, woo, in the middle of it. But, yeah, eating my pussy is top. It's one of my things that you have to do. I cannot be with a man who doesn't eat pussy. I have to be with a man who eats pussy for his own enjoyment. There is nothing better than an NIGGA that is pussy for his own enjoyment. Like, what? You know, and of course, like, not every time you have to eat my pussy because you have quickies, but it's 98%
I know
of the time.
this is like a side note, because I know we didn't say that. What is the sufficient amount of time to have sex? Because, when you get older, you don't need to have sex for 45 minutes.
I think sex should last between 8 to 15 minutes.
8 to 15 minutes?
Is that too long?
That's too short.
Short?
I think because you have sex multiple times in a day, and I'm okay with just having sex once. That
doesn't include foreplay. Just the sex.
Okay, just the sex?
Not the kissing.
8 to 15 minutes? No. We need to be having sex for at least 25 to 35 minutes.
I don't want my pussy getting pounded for 25 to 30 minutes.
I think it's because you have sex way more often in the day. I can have sex once a day and be okay. You want to have sex 3 times a day.
I do.
So of course you're going to have 15-minute increments.
Yeah.
Because if I'm getting revved up for 15 minutes, I might as well just have sex with you for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Take you on your day and be like,
yeah.
Peace out, girl.
I get that. So I'm not adds up after the multiple times.
Because at this point, if we're having sex for longer than 45 minutes, I think you're a serial killer.
I feel like, what's taking you so long to make me come?
I mean, yeah.
And what's taking you so long to come?
Yeah. But what if some guys don't come? Have you ever had sex with someone that doesn't come on purpose?
Yes. I had sex with someone.
Isn't that weird?
I was like, why? He purposely would not come.
But they said that actually is good. Sometimes they said sometimes not ejaculating is good.
For men?
Yeah. I'll show you the research on it.
That's fine, because it means I'm not going to get pregnant. So...
Which is not about you.
Right. Sucking my toes. If you want me to squirt, suck my toes. Honestly, if you suck my toes while playing with my clitoris, I will squirt. This is a keynote to any guy who I might be with in the future. What do you like, sis?
I really like to ride dick. I think that's like, my favorite pastime. I think that it's the control factor for me. I like being on top and just being like, choosing the rhythm, choosing like the angle I want. Like if I want to sit back a little, if I want to sit, like, if I want to do it on my knees, if I want to do it on my toes, if I want to, do the cowgirl. Like I just like the option of doing that. Like you said, I like my toes being sucked. I really love back kisses. Back kisses make me feel so adored and like
kisses too.
Yeah, I just feel like just kissing.
Oh, that's another thing about me. You gotta kiss every inch of my body, from my head to my toes.
I love it, and I feel like just like the opposite of you. I don't really care for sucking dick, so I don't care if you eat my pussy.
Hate sucking dick.
So I really have to like you to suck your dick. Like if I ever suck your dick, just know we locked in. Like because I'm not just out here putting dicks in my mouth. This glorious mouth of mine that I used to talk SHIT and I put your DICK in it? Absolutely not. That's how I said I did that. I don't like having a thumb in my butt. I don't like any of like that, you know, I don't put my thumb in her butt. Like, you know, what Future said, I don't like that. It makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like I gotta fart. I don't know why. It feels like you're plugging something up that doesn't need to be plugged up. It's the pressure that I don't really care for. I like getting my ass ate though, so you can eat my booty if you want to. I have no problem with that. I don't like controlled sex. I don't like it when you're having sex and then someone's like, turn over, turn to the side. Like, I don't like that. I just want our sex to be fluid and flowing. I don't want to feel like you're a sergeant and you're drilling me. Like, I just feel like, even if you do it in a way where I don't feel like you're, like, if a guy is, like, having sex with you and then he, like moves your body and you just naturally move, cool. But don't, because, you know, there'll be dudes that'll pull their dick out and be like, turn over. Turn over? Like, why don't you just, like, you know, move it? I'm like, okay, I get what we're doing. And it, like, organically flows. But if you're just, like, sitting there and telling me to turn over, I'm like, okay, so.
That doesn't bother me at all.
It bothers me completely.
Yeah.
I don't like being told what to do. I think this is the equal opportunity. Equal opportunity? Does that sound good?
Sure.
I just made it up. So, yeah, I think we're both in this. So, like, I feel like don't try to tell me what I'm doing. Let's be fluid. What works for us?
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I absolutely love being dominated in bed. What I don't like is I don't like riding dick. Like, I don't enjoy it. I think I probably rode dick a total of 7 times in my whole life. Like,
not 7 times.
I don't like being on top. Like, I just, you know, but I mean, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, the one time I was on top, I had a great orgasm. But, like, I don't like riding dick, though. I just don't like putting in the work. It's just not a thing for me. Like, don't ever tell me to get on top. Don't tell me to. I'm
gonna play dead.
I'm gonna play dead. I will do it. I won't do it for long.
She said 7 minutes in her entire life. 7 times. Girl, you lived a long life though. You are here right now.
Yeah, I just, it's not for me. I don't like cum.
We said that.
I don't like cum around me, next to me. I don't like to see it, hear it, breathe it, whatever. I've never had a guy come in my mouth. I've never had a guy come in my face. Like, don't come on me. Like, I just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you do it. I just don't enjoy it.
Don't come on me because I'm gonna throw up on you.
You throw up on him.
I literally, it makes me gag.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a very traumatic experience when I was sucking dick and someone came in my mouth without letting me know, and
That's disrespectful.
I almost died, internally, and I wanted to stab him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's somewhere in jail somewhere, but I don't know. I feel like that kind of behavior, you should get fucked in your ass for that.
Yeah, I don't like any ass play. I don't care if you want to eat my booty. That's cool. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna be sitting there and look like
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Like, this man's eating my booty. Okay, cool. I don't like any fingers in my butt. I don't just leave my booty alone. You can smack my booty, but don't do anything to my asshole.
But that's the way that guys be talking to you nowadays. They be like, "Let me eat your ass." Like, people really will hit you up and be like, "I'm gonna eat your ass."
And if eating my ass is enjoyable for you, I'm gonna let you do that. But me personally, I don't enjoy it. And I'm not a fan of doggy style. I don't like getting it from the back. I like every position besides that. I feel like it does. If I'm not like extremely wet and ready for it, it kind of hurts.
Okay.
You know, some positions, it kind of makes you feel like uncomfortable. But I'm not a huge fan of doggy style.
One thing I'm not like a fan of, I don't like guys that have only one rhythm, and that's jackrabbit. Like, we're like,
oh.
I'm like,
I hate a jackrabbit.
I'm gonna say, I know you. You was about to get it. I should have never stopped you. I would have got another $1 on you.
I was about to curse, but I didn't. Yeah.
But I just don't like men that think that you just have to like ram me. Like, show me some love. Pay attention to our body. Like, I'm some days you can FUCK.
Yeah.
TATF out of me.
Yeah.
But some days you want to be loved on and filled on and appreciated. And I don't feel appreciated when I'm treated like a slut.
If we're having drunk sex, then I like the ram. Drunk sex definitely ram me up.
Yeah.
But if we're not having drunk sex,
and I just don't think that you should start like that either. I feel like you gotta ease into that. Some dudes will just off the bat just start
because it hurts.
It does.
You have to understand, like, some positions, if you go too deep or too hard, it's painful for us.
Exactly, especially when we're not wet enough.
Especially, and some of you and I, GGAs, Don't even let a girl fully be wet and ready and foreplay before y'all try to put y'all dick in us. Like, man, can you suck my ass, eat my pussy, lick my toes, kiss me from here? Like, do something to make me want to fuck you. Like,
factual.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, what was it? What were we talking about? We were like toys, sex doors, sex pills, and condoms.
Yes.
So tell us about some toys, you know?
Well, one thing about me, y'all, I keep a couple of toys on deck.
B.O.B.
You know? I saw the tweet that said something about what if you're, something about, I think it was Mind Triggers. Shout out to Mind Triggers. They had a little post about if your guy took away your charges to your vibrators, what would you do? I said, I got Amazon Prime. I'm going to have a new one in 2 days. But yeah, I love toys. And to let y'all know, just because she wants to use a toy while having sex does not mean not enough. Sometimes we just need the extra push to have an orgasm. But there's the vibrators, which, I mean, I feel like everyone knows what a vibrator is, but I don't think everyone knows there's vibrators for penises. There are vibrators for penises and balls. And I did not know men had their own special vibrators. There's dildos, which is what is the silicone penis thing. And when I was buying my dildo, I noticed all the big dildos were black. And none of the regular inch was not black.
I'm just saying, black men got big dicks.
But I want to personally buy a 8-10 inch dildo, you know? So I wanted a black. I don't want a white dildo. But I had to buy a white dildo because it didn't have a black one that was
at the right size.
That was at the right normal inch, which was 6 inches. And that's like really my cap. Like I would not do any more than 6 inches. Y'all think 6 inches is a little? 6 inches is a lot. So is that racist? That only the dildos are black? Only the big dildos are black?
I mean, that ain't got shit to do with me.
There are anal toys. Anal beads, you know, for you weird people. No, not so weird. For you people who like to get the ass play with.
Not the ass play with.
There are anal toys for y'all. There's something called sleeves, which I had no idea about that. But sleeves is a tube that you put your penis in.
Okay.
And it like sucks. It just like sucks.
Is it like a pussy pocket?
But a pussy pocket doesn't suck. It's a suction for you.
Does it make it bigger?
No, it's like it stimulates you having sex with a woman.
Oh.
But you don't have to do any work. You just it doesn't work for you.
Oh, that's lazy.
Yeah. I mean, why not? If I can have a vibrator that just vibrates me without me touching it, I would love it.
That's true.
There are penis rings to make your erection harder and last longer. Which, how do you get hard and hard? Like, are you a brick? Like, why would you want a harder erection?
I don't know. It's like because you never know when it's gonna go down.
And last but not least, there are pumps, and it creates a suction around the man's penis.
Okay.
So those are the different kinds of sex toys. And don't be ashamed. Like I don't kink shame.
Yeah.
Actually, I do kink shame. I feel like the only kinks I don't understand is people who like feet. But
you just said you like your toes sucked. So.
I do, but people who like feet pictures.
You like getting your toes sucked. So those people that are going to buy those feet pictures.
I don't want okay, you're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of another thing that we do not shame on is I think it's a universal conversation I don't think that most women like, or not even women, people in general, talking about. Lube. Y'all, lube is okay to use.
Lube is great.
It's like, there is nothing wrong with using it, because guess what?
I thought we liked the wine.
We do like the wine, and we're not. I think it's because we're
53 minutes in and we haven't.
I know.
Anything.
I think it's because we had so much going on before the episode, and we've been stopping to get our curse words out. So, man, we do like this wine though. Angelina, you did a great job. But yeah, it's like lube is A-okay. It's like because condoms naturally dry out vaginas. No matter how wet you think you can get, or if you have the water soaker, the waterfall, condoms are here to tell you. Bitch, you thought.
Yeah.
So there are different types of condoms that are in this world, and I pulled it up. Let me look it up because you heard it here first from the condom queen. So the lubes that there's a water-based one, a silicone-based, an oil-based one, and a hybrid, which is combining a few of the above. With a water one, I think I like the water ones the most because they're the easiest ones to clean. But a con to them is that they dry out just as fast as regular water does.
You said they're the easiest ones to clean.
Yeah, water, because water cleans water. Like water-based.
Clean condoms?
No, water-based lube.
Oh,
We're talking about lube.
Are easiest to clean.
Yeah.
Girl, I thought you were talking about condoms. I was like,
no, we talking about condoms after we talk about
condoms.
I am sick. Another one is the silicone base. The silicone base, they said, it's like a silk sheet on your sensitive parts, which I don't even know if I like the way that feels. Like to say that you have like, if it's too silky, it don't feel right. So I've never really cared for silicone based ones. They also have an oil based one, which I haven't used yet. But they're out there. They
I
say,
don't think I want an oil-based lube.
I mean, they said you can use coconut oil and X, Y, and Z. But my biggest fear is it's like coconut oil dries out your hair. Mm-hmm. Why would I put it in my vagina? And they said the only good thing about it is that it doubles as a massage thing for, to put on your back. So,
whatever.
Yeah, right. So that's the types of lubes you can use. But let's talk about the condoms you can use. Because you know what? We love condoms. We love them here.
We love condoms, y'all.
They save us from pregnancy and they save us from STDs. So, the different types of condoms, I'm not going to get into all of them because some of them are not even important. Let's skip that one. They have flavored condoms. So, if you're out here sucking dick, if you want a macaroni flavored condom in your mouth, they have, I don't know if they really do.
I don't know who's out here sucking dick with condoms on. Who? If you sucking dick with condom, girl, go to jail.
Not go to jail. They have studded or textured condoms. You know, the ones that have they have warming and cooling condoms.
I've done that before.
Do you like them?
I like the warmer condoms.
I've never tried them. Mm-hmm. My lube is a cooling one, so it's cold. But I like being in cold.
Yeah.
They have colored condoms.
For what?
Girl, I couldn't tell you. That's what they have.
Yeah.
They have tickling pleasure condoms.
I don't want to get tickled in my pussy.
They have edible condoms.
That's great. I guess those are for the girls who want to suck dick with a condom on.
Who the fuck is eating a condom though? Just
Put your dollar in.
Girl, who the fuck is eating condoms? Why would you?
I guess it's for the girls who want to suck a dick.
Put the condom on so you gonna bite the dick off?
No, just so as you're sucking, like a fruit roll up or a lollipop. It's gonna go away.
That sounds so disgusting.
I would never want. I don't even believe in sucking dick with a condom on in the first place. So that has nothing to do with
it. It's like, what's the point? It's like washing your hands with gloves on.
Exactly. What? It's not even, guys, do you feel the head washing as a condom? I don't know. Because y'all always talk about how you don't feel the pussy when we have a condom on. So I guess the head, I don't know, y'all.
We don't know. We want to get into it.
Yeah.
So, also there are latex and non-latex condoms. I, for one, know I like non-latex condoms because...
Latex?
Latex. I feel like I was feeling real bougie for a second. I don't know why. Latex condoms. But latex condoms don't feel good at all. And they give women yeast infections. Mm-hmm. Some women that have sensitive vaginas. And I just feel like I don't like the smell of latex. So me wearing a latex condom just doesn't sit right with my vagina, personally. If you use a latex condom, by all means, I hope you eat it while you're done.
What little one say? You better use a latex before you get. I'm a latex.
And then, hold on. That's all I have. Did you have anything else about that? Because we can get into the other two topics.
Let's get into body count because we're about to be an hour into this episode.
Girl.
Does body count matter?
No. You know why? Because I was sucking and fucking before I met you, and I'm going to be sucking and fucking after I met you.
Yeah, I don't get
I'm
the whole...
I'm not ashamed of it.
I don't get the whole thing about body count. Body count absolutely does not matter. What matters is your bill of health. So...
I think it matters more when people are younger because they feel more ashamed by it.
Okay, body count doesn't matter after you turn 21.
Shit. Don't matter after you turn 19. Like,
I feel like you still a teenager.
I know, but I mean,
it might matter at 19.
I think once you take hold of your sexuality and realize, like, you can have a one night stand and be a-okay, but as long as you're safe. Because I told you, when I was in college, my freshman year, that's when my whole phase happened. Like, I was...
who didn't have a whole phase?
I was sucking and busting and X,
you
Y,
were
and Z.
sucking. I thought you don't suck.
I mean, I wasn't, but I mean, just for the sake of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was doing all of the above, but I had a sex calendar, and I was like, who did I have sex with? Did I use a condom? Like, I wrote it all down.
Wow. I did not do any of that. Well, I did a boyfriend, so.
I did that in college, and I told you guys that story that I asked one of my friends, like, we had the meme, because there was a time where I was talking to a dude only, like, consistently.
Toucan Sam?
No, the guy before him.
Okay.
And then we were like, if I was to get pregnant, who would it be by? And she was like, fuck if I know. And I was like,
sis.
I'm like, I have a calendar, and we talk about this every week. Like, we have a committee meeting about Ami's vagina. We really did, because we was like, so who's on the rotation this week? And I'm like, well, I'm talking to this guy, and he's cool. We've had sex a few times, and I had my whole face in college, and I don't feel bad about it. And he got,
As you shouldn't. You're in college. I feel like college is for your whole phase.
yeah, and I just think that as long as I was being safe with it, because I was not raw dogging every person I meet, even as an adult, I don't raw dog every single person I meet. That's why I think it's like, it doesn't matter about your body count. It doesn't matter. Like you said, it's only your bill of health.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Grow up, y'all. I caring about body count. Asking people how many people they have sex with at this grown age is a dub.
Because guess what?
Please, I mean, what? I'm gonna tell you how much it is, but I mean, are you like?
I don't even remember.
Oh, I know.
I know it's less than like 30, but that's not my. It's not my job to keep count of one night stands or because it's like some people don't. If you didn't come, it didn't count sometimes. So it's like, do I count those bodies that didn't really do anything for my body? Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, just get over it. Stop making it such a big deal. It doesn't matter. And let's talk about making men wait. Is making men wait still a thing? Is the 90-day rule still a thing?
The 90-day rule is not a thing for me. I think my biggest thing is being comfortable with a man. If you make me comfortable, I'm down to clown. But if you don't make me feel comfortable, and if you make me feel like it's only about sex, it's not even about the intentions anymore. It's just about what, and we always say, you don't have sex until women want to have sex. So if you make me want to, jump on you on the first day, I'm going to do it. But if you make them wait, that means you like them more, because you want to see where things go. If I have sex with you the first day I meet you, chances are I'm not going to make you my boyfriend, though.
Yeah. Even
though it sounds like a double, standard, I don't want you to be my boyfriend if you are willing to take advantage of a situation where you can just get pussy on the first night.
Okay. I don't believe in the 90-day rule. I feel like whenever you feel like you want to have sex, you can have sex. Yeah. And the reason why I don't believe in the 90-day rule because men have post-nut clarity. A man would actually believe he likes you until he nuts and figure out, I never really liked this girl. I just wanted to get my dick wet.
Yeah, I'd rather you do that ASAP than wait.
Get it out the way. So I think it's better. I mean, I'm not encouraging women to have sex fast. Yeah. I'm just saying post-nut clarity for a man is a real thing. Yeah. And a man will actually believe all the things he's saying and telling you, thinking he really likes you, and then he has sex with you, and he realizes, damn, I don't like this bitch. So, it's a thing.
I'm glad that we just know we gonna cuss, or we're just like, at this point, take my money.
Take my money. So, if you want to wait 90 days, if you want to make to marriage or whatever, that is great.
I think the 90 days is stupid. Marriage is reasonable because you have standards for yourself. Yeah. But 90 days, it's like waiting 3 weeks.
What's the point of waiting 3 months?
And realizing the car that you just took a test drive on crashes after the first block.
Wait 3 months and you figure out the nigga dick ain't even good.
You said NIGGA.
I know. That's funny. And then you like this nigga and you gotta take his little bitch dick, okay? Like the fuck?
I hate you so much. You just gave away $5 for one second.
I had to say that line. Like, that sucks. I'm like, damn, I like you when you anything good. Nah, I can't. 90 rules out. If you want to do it, cool. I don't judge you, but I feel like there's no point because, niggas are gonna niggas. Bitch, I know. Damn. Questions.
Okay, so would you rather have good sex with bad head or great head with a small dick?
Great head with a small dick, because I'm good with head. You can just give me head and I nut, and then we don't have to have sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna need good dick. I need something that's gonna make the bitches feel something.
Go ahead and put your dollar in, sis.
I'm gonna need more than just head, because I told you head doesn't do anything for me. So I'm gonna need you.
I love head.
I need you to come with the motion of the ocean that's rocking the floation.
Nah, just give me head and I'm good. But I mean, dick cool too. But if you want,
dick is cool. You can leave your dick if you want to, but just bring him out.
Bring him out.
I'm sick.
My question is, what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you during sex?
I started my period. Remember when I told you that? I was like, the sex was great, and we were like, damn, this is really wet. And then we looked down and we were on some white sheets, and we were like, This is why. This is exactly why.
That's exactly the same thing.
And like he tried to go to sleep right after, and I was like,
on the period sheets.
well, I mean, I pulled him off because I was so embarrassed. I took a whole shower and everything, but we realized after that he was a bum. So, you know, that's why it didn't register to him that you should take off sheets when someone starts their period. That bum-ass nigga's probably out there still doing bum-ass nigga shit.
Girl, $1 more, girl. You said SHIT. The same thing happened to me. It was actually towards the end of my period, actually. Yeah. It was like they do the third or fourth day. We're like, you know what? The fourth day where, you know, you're not really bleeding. Mm-hmm. You spread anything. So I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, we figured out, like, at the end of it, there was blood all over the condom. And it was really embarrassing. But, I mean, of course.
It was a condom. I mean, well, it was a condom.
Yeah, but of course he, like, didn't make me feel bad about it or anything. He was just like, oh, whatever.
I love grown-ass men that are grown-ass men.
Because, I mean, it's a natural thing. What's your question, girl?
My question is, where is the weirdest place you had sex?
Outside. At the aquarium, actually. No, at the aquarium. No, at a club.
I had sex
at a aquarium is weirder than a club.
Yeah, I had sex at a club, too. I don't even know if that's weird anymore, though.
I think an aquarium is weird.
Aquarium is weird. I think a club is not weird no more. I feel like club is normal because we all be drunk in that bitch. Mm-hmm. And we just want to, you know, get our dicks and pussies wet, you know? Yeah. So I don't think that a club is weird anymore. Yeah. Maybe like 3 years ago.
I should write a whole song about it.
I wanna make love in the club.
Oh!
In the club. Yeah. What's your last question, bitch? Because this episode is long.
I got 2 more questions, girl. I always got 3 questions. Would you ever want to be in a dom-sub relationship?
Absolutely not. Really? I just watched 50 Shades of Grey, and I just feel like that's some white people shit, and I don't want to partake in any of that white people shit, so... No.
$1 more, girl.
I said that was 2.
Oh, okay.
Girl, don't count my dollars. Right. I only probably got 10
left. Count your pockets. I would definitely be in a dom-sub relationship as a, like, trial. Just to see what it's like. You know, I think, like I said, you don't like being dominated during sex. That's the one place I do like being told what to do. Don't tell me what to do in real life. But you can tell me what to do in bed. But, yeah. I want to try it out. I want to try one time having sex with someone who wants to do that dom-sub thing. And it won't be a regular thing for me, but just to try. Would you ever want to be a dominatrix?
I mean, if it was for me to get more than $20, I cursed 30 times, girl. I cursed 30 times. How?
I would absolutely be a dominatrix if I got paid for it.
We probably cursed more than that. I don't remember.
Because a lot of times we spell it out.
We said ASS. I know, but I mean, we let it slide at the end because we were saying it way too much. So we was like...
Yeah.
There's $1 on the ground. I'm claiming it. Mine.
It's probably mine, really.
I don't care. It's mine now.
Yeah.
BICTH.
It's a no for you and a yes for me.
I mean, if it's the money in it, I'll probably a few times, you know?
No. Would you want to be like the okay. Yeah,
like you said dominatrix. Not the dom and sub. You said the dominatrix.
Yeah.
That's the one you're not having sex. You're just, you know, telling the little bitches to be bitches.
You know, I saw a video of this woman kicking this man balls, and he was loving it.
I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to take my $1 back.
Why?
Because I
you said the B word.
I know, but I felt like I said it for the wrong thing, so I get a refund.
Girl, put that $1 in there. Yeah, just kicking this man's balls, and he loved it. He probably paid a lot of money for it. Do you have any more questions?
No, I don't.
My last question is, if your man asked to get pegged, would you peg him?
Absolutely not. You can get pegged by a man.
Okay.
I just think that's too nasty, and I feel like you gonna start wanting the real thing. I can't give that to you because I don't have it attached to me. Mm-hmm. So you might as well outsource. And if you outsource, that means we're gonna have threesomes with men. They're gonna be great for me, but they'll be great for you too. Like, no.
I feel like a guy could want to get pegged and still not want to have sex with another man. Because I feel like it's the fact that he's doing it with a woman. You know, I don't think anything a man and a woman does is gay.
I didn't say it was. I just feel like if you like it too much, you want it.
What do you mean you like it too much? You just like it.
If you like it too much, I can't get that to you frequently. I don't want to put a strap on. That's not my natural nature. That's why I don't want to do it.
Someone who wants to be so dominant during sex, you don't want to put a strap on?
I do not want to fuck my man. I want him to fuck me, okay?
If my man asks to get pegged, I'll do it.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's why you probably end up with a white man.
Girl, don't put that on my life.
What Nigerian man's going to want to be pegged?
I say if he asks.
I know, but what Nigerian?
None. I would never. It would never happen to me.
But you want to end up with an African man. No African man with all the pride that they have will ask you to do that.
And that's absolutely fine. If you don't want me to pay you, shoo. I almost cussed. Shoo. I won't. Like, it's not something I want to do. I'm not gonna be like, I don't have any joy put on a strap on and putting it on a man's booty. But if he asked me, if my love of my life asked me to be pegged, and this is something he needed to be satisfied, I'm gonna
put my thumb in this butt. That's all I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna do it, but don't ask me no shit.
I'm gonna smack you on your ass, and I'm gonna just dry hump you a little bit. That's all you get from me. I'm like.
All right, y'all. This concludes this episode. We did good. It's only an hour and 10 minutes. We said no more hour episodes, and we got 3-hour episodes in a row.
Child, I'm sick of you.
But this was a really fun episode.
It was. I felt it was graphic, but not too graphic.
Yeah. And we were still informative, and we still taught. We were still informational, taught lessons, and we were sexy. I love it.
And we were able to give a black-owned business a good amount of money because I only probably have $15 left.
Let me see how much I have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I only have 18 actually. Minus the dollar I stole from you, so.
I got $30 left.
30?
Yeah.
How you got 30 and I have 18?
Because you curse a lot.
Wow. If you prove your point, just say so.
All right. If you haven't already, follow us on all social platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, everything except
Twitter, which is Sip and Spill 1. And while you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating because we are some 5-star
bitches.
You got money to spare. I don't, y'all. I got 18 in my name.
I sip wine. Check my feet up when I get time. It is every